Alright, got the R&D all restarted and everything, got something set up here. Now here's the thing, there's been a big deal going on. There's been a thread on the forums and all that's kind of got a little heated. So before I get to it though, I would like to thank you for joining me. I am going to make a whole video out of a bunch of random stuff that I'm going to do in the R&D today. I want to play around, so that's what I'm up to. But I am going to start with this. This is my actual idea. In general, got to use some imagination. But before I get into that, I want to thank you for joining me. Welcome. I do appreciate all the company you guys have been giving me, all the fun you guys have been bringing to my little channel. Broke 500 subscribers the other day, so that is awesome. Super awesome, actually. I'll tell you that. I do appreciate all the support, guys. It is really cool. Thank you. So let's get into the good stuff. And if it is good, feel free to throw a like down below. Help fuel that channel. My little channel here. It runs on likes, comments, and subscriptions, and the sounds of a dinging bell, which they still need to add to the game. But anyway, back to the thing I was going after. This thread, it got a little toxic as it was brought up, I guess. Now, I'd like to think that, it wasn't really any just one person. So I put out a suggestion that I noticed on a Steam thread, followed the link, got back to there. Here's the deal. This is what I'm thinking. Imagine this block. A brand new hydraulic piston. Okay? Now, at first, when this was first suggested a long time ago, and I think I may have even put in my own 2 cents on that thread, and it was said it was almost impossible, or pretty dang impossible, because the coating and all that. Doesn't that look like it works like a hydraulic? Pretty dang sure, right? So here's the imagination part. Okay, so what if we could do this, have it extend on a moving tech? Okay, but not a solar generator. We need a whole new piston block, right? It only makes sense. So, you take it from there. Now, this looks a little more like a hydraulic piston. Well, imagine that. There's the imagination part, right? And then on the top, there'd be a loop. Just a little loop, right? We'll even say the loop could look something like... Here, let's go for something like this. Oh, over there. Oh, okay, this ain't going to be exactly what I need. Here, yeah, I know what we can use. We got hooks now, don't we? Where are they? This? Yeah. No, not the big one. But what about something like this? Yeah, we could have something like that on top. I don't want to turn that like that. Okay, now as long as it'll fit, I'm going to use this one just because it's got the smoother sides and all that. Come on. Go over. Oh, no, see, it interferes. Okay, see, that sucks. That's no good. This one won't work. You have to be able to put a bracket through there. So we could have something like that, even if it's got to be bigger. I don't care about that. Here, let's try this other hook. Because I figure they're going to have to make the block, right? You can't just use the solar gen and that and have it look right. Look pretty stupid, we'll say. So what was I after? Hooks. Well, let's try this big one. It should work. Okay, we'll say that's on the top. Put a pin through there, holds a separate tech. Completely opposite, right? So really, if I could, I would have had this on top of that solar generator as all one piece, but it would be looking like a hydraulic piston. Okay, now this is supposedly extremely difficult to do. Not sure why. They said it'd take a lot of coating and all this, and they don't have time. But we did, however, just get these, which has been stated that they were worked on previously before their last couple days when they finally got released. Okay, so I get that. It takes time. But those are made from scratch over 2 different shots they worked on or whatnot. Okay, right on. But supposedly, I come to find out today that there's actually a piston block that was supposedly in the works for Venture. But it hasn't been able to get figured out yet. It doesn't work yet. It's been a long time, I guess, coming. So, that being said, why not give this a try? Wouldn't that mean, I think it was like a year or so that it said it's been laying there dormant. Wouldn't that be the end of like a year or 2 project? Like a little small part of your project right there? Using this idea? How hard can it be? Use the same ideas for the hooks. So they have active collisions and all that. Things can't pass right through them unless they're like in hand. Because I think that's even mandatory to get these hooks to work. So I don't get why it's so hard. Now, I'm not going to call out names and such. I don't like doing that, but really, I'll just put it out there to all the concerned parties. I hope you see this video. I hope it does help you better understand what I was suggesting. Now, if I really had the skills, I would have made up a little 3D animation and that on whatever program and got this to look like a hydraulic. I would have made up an example of the actual block. But then that's me making a block for someone else's game, and I know they have their ideas and they're going to use them. So I figure, why even take the time kind of thing right now. And also, I'm getting a little concerned about the way everything's going. So I wanted to get my idea out there quicker. And also, I don't have to learn the new program, so that'd take too long. But anyway, there's the idea in a nutshell. Tell me what you think. Throw a like down below if you think this is a feasible idea that they should really super consider, since it is supposedly going to be implemented at some time now. So it kind of went from, holy crap, nearly impossible, to it can be done but not right now, to all we need is a new block. And the other big change would be, okay, so here, if this is a new hydraulic piston, we need to be able to have the option so we could go like this, have a radio menu come up even, this would work. Or like once I just kind of played around with the idea on the stream the other day. You have it like that, you go around, and you can set it to your height as an overall. Oh, it'd be even cooler too. You have it as an option, so it's like, yep, down 10 degrees. Oh, 90 degrees, whatever degrees, or you could go, oh, hold on. Go, bang, right to 90. So then you can make things jump, right? Yeah, see where I'm going with this? I like multi-text, as most of you may know. That's what I want to do. I want to make my multi-text even better. Especially the monsters, because I got some insane freaking ideas to do. And we all know the lag doesn't seem to stop me. It just slows me down. I'll eventually get the things I want built. On my end, working with what I get. But this hydraulic one, it makes such a big difference that it would actually increase the... Oh, it's going to do that crap again. We're spinning. Where it increased the number of things that could be built in this game, like, I don't even know how many times over. Because right now, I make multi-text that move and do wonderful things, but they're so big, it makes them not desirable to play with for most people. Even me. I just build them. Half the time, I play with them for a couple hours, and then that's it. Never use them again. They're intended for when the game gets optimized. So we had stuff like this, we could stay smaller, make cooler stuff, and still get tons more options, ideas, and everything. Everyone asked for trailer hitches, we got them. We're all been asking for pistons and that for a long time. They started them. Why not help us out, guys? You want to do new blocks? Well, I think all we really need is new blocks and a very limited amount of coding to make the menu work for player control. And they just need to be allowed to move on mobile text or work on mobile text as well as anchored text. You could have one for each corporation even. Have them geocore with massive ones, long reach, venture with maybe faster ones for like jumping and stuff. You'd have Hawkeye where they're more of a utility kind of effect. And then you have GSO with like a low end kind of common thing, something to work with. Maybe works on small weapons or small amounts of weight, stuff like that. So you could have like a starter tech, maybe grade 2 or 3 that could have like some kind of a lift or a bend or something in it. If you did it right. We're getting all the parts. We just need the piston, guys. So anyway, I'm hoping everything calms down on the forums. I hope we get back to having fun and everything. Because, I don't know. I kind of walked away from that one just because I knew where it was going. Didn't really want to go through all the reading and all the headaches and all the upset people's kind of maybe hastily spoken words, but there's my take on it. Hopefully it helps a bunch of people out. Hopefully we see this block. I'm not kind of even demanding it, I just don't put it on the back burner because it would really help. You start getting motion and control and stuff like that into the game, you're going to see an amazing difference. Because I took what was it called? Scrap Mechanic there for a little bit because I had the controllers. I can make things automated. I can make them move. But they had kind of a crappy selection of blocks. I didn't like them. I wasn't going to ditch this game either way, but that didn't keep me playing. But if you guys had this option on Terra, don't you think it'd keep you playing? It'd definitely get me. Holy crap, I'd have a renewed motivation and holy, let's build some monsters. Like, I got one I'm working on, but, you know, it's a tough go. It's a complicated one. But this idea would even help that one. I'd be even willing to wait on my monsters production just to be able to have that option. Yeah, I got kind of sidetracked there. I was going to do something else. I forgot what the hell I was going to do. But what did I do on my thing? Oh, there it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to cut that little bit off there, and we're going to hopefully get on to the next idea. Hey, why isn't it working? Oh, no sun. Yeah, we got night cycle in here now, too. Forgot about that. Okay, so yeah, that's a definite thing we can't have with that hydraulic idea. It used to work all times a day. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit when I got something else that I was going to work on here. My kids got making bases the other day. They helped me out with an experiment on the new components and all that. You know what? Actually, let's just get rid of this junk. We'll just do it here while I'm gabbing. I should have did that a while ago. Jesus, I'm slipping. I got too excited about that. In the forums there. The main reason I don't want to do a whole bunch of it on the forums and that is because I'm not good at long typing conversations. Because it takes me so long. It could take me half an hour to type out a whole, like, a big wall of text kind of thing. And nothing. I'm like, I can type decent, it's alright. But, you know, it takes fun out of it. So this way I can kind of do stuff, I can gab along, and, you know, everyone gets the idea. I think that's a good way of doing it. So yeah, we'll just do that one. And I'm pretty sure I got them in here. I think I did. What's that one? Yep, there's the boy. And that one. Okay, now this one. Now, this isn't completely automatic by any means. We're going to move that. So, what it is basically set up to do, it is capable of selling or creating any component. Believe it or not, this little base here can create any component out of the factory, which then should be able to hopefully in turn make anything I have a fabricator here to create. So if I put all 4 on this, I should be able to make everything. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, it's going to be a pain in the scrotum, but it'll work. And we have the option to sell there. So it worked when we got it, but there is some manual settings you have to do, but there's an update coming that'll hopefully fix that. So my next little thing I want to do, I don't know if I have a harvester in here or not, that I pre-made, which I doubt, because I think I took them out. I didn't load the other one. Dang it. So I'm going to quickly build up a harvester, go grab some resources, and I'll be back, and we're going to try and create something. Alright, got something a little bit set up here. I got my boy's base that I helped, well, he helped me make, I'll put it that way. So we got her loaded up, got my little harvester made too. Nothing special, but effective. So, like I said, I'm going to try and make a Megaton. And I'm going to block that filter by the fabricator off, so I don't want nothing getting picked up from there until I'm ready. So, this base, it takes a little bit of work. You got to manually set it from component to component, just because the crafting system isn't quite fully implemented yet. It's not automated the way they're planning. The stream I seen the other day, it has it looking pretty dang promising though. They're making some really good steps towards having it all set up. So right there we got our, I believe that's the fuel injector, all built it, crafted. We'll get the next little bit going here. And there's our hard light drive, I believe it's called. Not sure. We need 2 of them eventually, so I might as well make that now. But yeah, as it goes, this is about all you really need to make everything in the game. You'd have to add the other 3 fabricators, but you could do it. This little base will work. You just have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully when that new updates or by the time this is fully implemented, it would be set it to a megaton, loaded up with resources like that. As long as everything's there, it'll just automatically craft. No setting, no fooling around, nothing like that. So that's my hopes. So as you can see, this little base, it'll do her. I could make it even smaller, honestly. So that's a nice thing, the way this is kind of going, that we don't have to have a massive base. We don't have to have a silo for everything and all that stuff. That is more more efficient for endgame, kind of, when you want to mass produce stuff. But as far as bare minimums go, this is just above bare minimum. You could do it with less. I know you could. Less conveyors, less space. Not really less machinery. Maybe smaller silos, but in there, why do that? Then you just got to fill them more often. So yeah, all in all, I think he did really good. Like, I helped him. I did give him a bit of a tutorial, him and my daughter, and it wasn't really as much of a tutorial as I thought it was going to be. The hardest part is figuring out what you need to make first and then next, honestly, with the way it's set up. But when it's automated, it'll be all gone. That won't be a problem anymore. You'll still be able to cycle through the different recipes and see what you want to use. So I think it's going to be pretty damn sweet, and it's going to add another level to the crafting, which is going to make it more interesting and more of a challenge. And I just hope they don't try and keep it too easy, because this should be for the more, not more advanced, but more experienced. Like, not thousands of hours in game or nothing, but you know, they've learned the basics, they got a handle on it, they know how that stuff works, and then they can move into this. So from there, we get to my daughter's base. Oh yeah, and if you don't remember from the last time I had the kids in the videos, the little guy there, he goes by Blue Ninja, and my daughter, she goes by Rainbow 12. So this would be Rainbow 12's base. And same deal, I helped her a little bit, but she did all the building herself. There's only a few things I had to kind of remind her of, but she's really the one that's more interested in this part of the game. So it doesn't surprise me. The little guy there, he likes to get out and make cars and tanks and robots and stuff like that, and fire the guns, and which is cool. You know, that's why this game is so great. It has so many different things that appeal to different people. So, but same thing, I'm going to make another Megaton here, but I'm going to, this way I can build multiple things at once. Yeah, speed her along a little bit. But yeah, we're going to end up with about the same outcome, so I'm not really going to go step by step with that. I'm just going to kind of let you watch, but as I do, I am going to talk in your ear hole a little bit. And you know, it's just normal stuff. Just where I'm going to probably wrap this one up, because it's about that time. And I'm going to say and remind you that I do really appreciate all the support, all the awesome you guys have brought to my channel and YouTube in general. I do appreciate it. It is super awesome. And I also would like to ask that if you like this video, please help fuel my little channel. All it takes is some likes, some comments, some feedback. All those things, they fill up the tank, you know what I mean? And hey, if you do subscribe, or you're about to subscribe, or you have already subscribed but you didn't ding that bell, because I never hear it. I don't know if you're dinging it or not. But give that a try, because then I get notified when I have something new you may be and hopefully will be as interested in as the video you saw that made you want to subscribe. Maybe. Hopefully. And also, don't forget about the Saturday Showcase, where if you got some cool original text that you'd like a video made for, all you need to do is take an in-game snapshot or your save game, go down to the description, find my link for the Saturday Showcase auditions, and follow it to my thread on the Terra Tech forums. Post your snapshot or save there. I'll surely find it, and then I'll take her from there, make a best damn video I can out of it, and you know what? Hopefully we'll have a ton of fun sharing our ideas and inspiring others. That way, you know, we get the kind of, what would that be? Can't think of the word now. Anyway, doesn't matter. Think of it some other time. It's one of them days. And yeah, as I mentioned there, I think a little earlier or so, the raffle is kind of going to be changed a bit. It's not going to be so much a raffle. What I'm going to probably do is have it more like, if you feel like supporting my little channel by sending $2 to me through my little paypal.me link, that is awesome. It would be super appreciated. And then without any attachment to that money, there's going to be a ticket that gets put in to the hat that will draw for the prize of the 3D printed tech. So they're two different things, right? you're helping me out with the $2 donation. I'm just giving away the other. So you get what I'm going for? Because it turns out if you don't follow their rules, they can throw your butt in jail. I ain't willing to do it. Not over a little 3D printed tech contest or prize. But I do still want to show that, you know, I do appreciate all you guys. And unfortunately, I do have to kind of have some kind of an income first to have any bigger prizes than like the $40. And what I've thought of doing is, if there is enough interest, enough turnout for it, for the support and all that, I might even have more than one prize. So my goal right now, my hopes are really 20 donations. That would be cool. That would cover the prize. But if there's more, that prize is going to go up. So at first, I think I'll have it like max out at getting a large scale version of whatever the tech is within that certain size. So maybe we'll max that out at $150, $200 if it gets that big. I doubt it will, but if it does, that's the goal. And if we get X amount of dollars over that, there'll be maybe a second prize. So 2 people may get one, or 3 or 4. Who knows? Might be huge. But like I said, I'm not looking to make a fortune. Just looking to kind of keep doing what I like. Keep doing hopefully something you guys will enjoy. And not break the bank doing it. You know what I mean? Because if I do it all on my own, it'd be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. If you guys help me out, it's only $2 every time. Makes sense. It's like going to McDonald's and buying a coffee. Just don't try and drink the tech if you get it. Chip your teeth, it'll suck. But anyway, all that aside, I hope you do find it interesting. I hope you do come back to join me again. I also hope that you did enjoy it. And if you do, fuel the channel. And always know I appreciate it. And never forget to have a good one. And keep being awesome. So until next time, everybody. Bye.